Hey friends, so to continue with the theme of sex in the UK, I've got a funny story for you today. Fit check. Today, just my bag. Woo! This is an artist in Canada. I wish I could remember where exactly. Nova Scotia, maybe? And she puts her work on fabrics mostly. The purse itself is just cheap plastic, but the artwork is gorgeous. Okay, so I was, once again, I wish I remember how old I was, young, early 20s. And my dad was running a conference in Dublin, and I was like, great, I'm going to go to Ireland on their time. And to do that, though, I had to stay in their hotel room. I was either in their room or an adjoining room. I don't remember, but it was this like small boutique hotel. This will come in later, with like a doorman type of situation. So prior to going on this trip, I had spent this night in Chicago in the back of a semi-famous Irish band's tour bus. Now, it is not who you think it is. It is not that band. But a well-known band, couple albums out. So I was hanging out I knew the band, but I was hanging out in the bus with the roadies, and there was a lot of pot, which I didn't smoke, and a lot of pixies. That's what I remember, pixies and pot, and a lot of good crack, as the Irish might say, and not that kind of crack. How do they spell it? C-R-A-I-C? Anyway, so one of the roadies and I, I don't know how all this happened. We exchanged numbers, I guess. It's very hot, like a dark ginger, like a really dark ginger, like very, I'm not normally into redhead. That's my mom's thing. She likes redheads, but like a really like rich, dark ginger, not the bright, freckly, And I was driving home. Actually, I wasn't driving home. I wasn't staying at my house. I was staying somewhere else. And this cop pulled me over, and I know he could smell the weed. But I was like clearly not high. And so he couldn't find anything to get me on. So it ended up, he gave me a ticket for not having my city sticker, which I could prove I lived elsewhere. So I fought that in court and didn't have to pay. Okay. So I find out my parents are going to Dublin. I get on that trip with them, and I call this roadie. I don't know how any of this happened. I think we went out to a pub. We go back to his house. Obviously, we're gonna do the deed. And this is why I have issues with, this is one of the situations where I have issues with one-night stands, but I'll get to that in a sec. So we realized, now remember, Ireland's very Catholic. At this time, it was even more so. And we realized we don't have protection. And I'm like, crap. So we get on this like motorcycle. We're like, I don't even know what time it is now. It's like probably after midnight. We're driving around. Nothing's open. We're trying to find a condom. And I realize, hey, I have some in my case that I brought, like my doc kit. So he takes me back to my hotel. I have to go. So now I don't have the keys. My parents are asleep. This is probably when my dad thought I was a slut, but he didn't say it at this time. No, he didn't say it at this time, but maybe. So I have to go to my parents' room and find my kit. And like this doorman has to wait for me because I think he had to operate the elevators. I don't know. So it's like, do I walk out with the kit, or do I walk out with just the condom in my pocket? And I said to him at the time, oh, I forgot, I'm staying with a friend, but I forgot my toothbrush. I mean, I know the guy didn't buy that. So clearly I had, like, my parents were up at this point, or I woke them up. And so what I'm trying to say is that my mom clearly knew. Now, mind you, I was an adult. It's not a big deal. I was an adult. But this was like, I don't think she had a way to contact me. Like, I didn't have a cell phone. I don't know if she knew where I was going to be or what I was doing. Like, I don't know why this was okay with her. Like, when I think about it as a parent, I'm like, but this was okay with her, which I love about my mom. I love that she was so sex positive. So, yeah, so I get my little kit, get my condoms, and I head back down with the doorman or whatever he was, and get back on the motorcycle and head back to Gingy's apartment. And I will not be using his name. And yeah, so I really wanted the sex to be better. I really, really wanted the sex to be better. And because he was so hot, I was like so attracted to him. But sadly, I think I was getting my period, and people who know, you just know your body's different. It's not as, like the whole, yeah, your body does not naturally want somebody inside you when you're getting your period. So it wasn't good. I'm pretty sure he didn't do things I like anyway. It wasn't good. And then he goes out to get food. So I'm alone in his apartment. He goes out to get food. And after a night of drinking, I probably was drinking. That did not help. After a night of drinking, after a night of sex, what do you want? You want like greasy food, right? You want like fries, and you want like, I don't know, like chicken tenders, which is what he brought for himself. He's like, oh, I got some clucking chips for me. What did he get me? Spaghetti. Spaghetti in Ireland. Like, are you kidding me? So then, like, I didn't eat. I must have spent the night there. Like, I must have spent the night there. How I got home the next day, no memory of it. See, this is what's sad. The sad part is I remember we had a fun time, but the sex was no good. But then, yeah, I don't remember any of the details. So, yeah. About a year later, I was back in Dublin. Actually, I was back in Ireland. I did the whole country, and that's another story for another day. Another Cork. I had an interesting adventure in Cork. And I went back to see this guy, and like, it was not good. Like, he was with his girlfriend, and yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. So, like, one night stands, shut that chapter, move on. Now, if the sex is good, like, I want another shot. If the sex is no good, maybe it's not important. But my experience is it's never going to be good. It's never going to be good. For me, my one night stands, oh my God, this makes me sound so bad. For me, it's never good. Like, I can't enjoy myself. I need to really have a connection with the person in some way, like really hot. They either need to be like super hot, or yeah, or we need to be like tight, like we need to have a good rapport or something. So yeah, so more adventures in Ireland coming up next.